Hello guys, I'm not sure if I will be adding a voiceover over this or just letting this audio be, but today I have a new idea. So it will be the Apothecary Diaries fan art for today. It will be Maomao, Xiaomao, however you like to call it. But yeah, so I mean I had to do this off camera because it's just a thumbnail. I was just kind of getting my idea down. I will be doing this in gouache, so I have my huge watercolor. It's not really watercolor, it's mixed media, I'm pretty sure, but I have another well, I just wanted to do this kind of in a big, well, you can't really see how big that is, but yeah, my sketchbook is kind of small, so I'm gonna have to adjust my camera just for the watercolor paper for you guys to be able to see the whole watercolor paper. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be the kind of the idea. What I want to do is like gonna be Maomao, like the actual, I think it's like the second season, is like the newest season where she's kind of like showing the moon. Well, she's not dancing in the anime, and she's not really dancing. I'm kind of just putting her like she's pointing at the moon. And here, I think I didn't like that she was covering her mouth. I mean, actually, she's covering her nose and lining her mouth. But you know that iconic pose she does. But yeah, I ended up just doing like the actual show the anime does. She's kind of like shushing her and like looking up. But I'm not really. This is an animation, so I kind of just discard that and make this the new replacing this. But anyways, that's just like a me. This works on my brain, right? So, oh my god, no way the cars are like, oh, dude, there's like barely any cars in the street. Usually, they just have to be one car be noisy. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, you can see that here in the background. It's like the moon is in the back. I'm gonna make this kind of maybe like a gradient of like a blue and green. I'm not really sure yet of the background color. But I do want to add like little shines, like the little, I don't want to do spoilers, but yeah, there's like a little like lights around her, so yeah, so that'll be fun. So this is the main idea. I'm gonna be sketching now. I'll show you guys a sketch of the preparation of the gouache. I do have all my gouache in this bag, so I'll show you guys later what I have, but for now this is all I have in mind. So let's get started. I just want to show you guys my process of how I start a watercolor painting, even if it looks ugly at the end. Hope you guys like my process. I haven't recorded anything like this before, like an actual painting, so this will be fun for me. Hope you guys like it, and if you do, I'll probably make more. But yeah, let's get to the sketching part. Okay guys, so this is my mixed media paper. You guys could read here what it says. I think this is a pretty good paper. Professional series. Serie professionale. Serie professional. Actually, I'm not really sure how you say that in French. But anyways, B paper. I'm not sure what any of this says, or what it means. Mostly it's B water paper. What? I don't know. What the hell? I just know that it's a pretty thick paper. So yeah, I'll be excited to draw on this and paint. So this is my first time actually painting on this paper. I think I'm gonna pull down my, what's it called? This is not even light, so I'm sorry about that. But for now, I have light. I'll be doing this, but I think I'll be taping the sides of this so it stays down, having like a smaller area to draw this. I will be sketching it with a Prismacolor pencils, a color Prisma. I usually like to sketch paintings with a colors since they don't smudge like graphite, and I hate smudge graphite, so annoying. But I'll be doing it with a purple. I feel like the canvas or the colors of the painting will be mostly purple because of her dress, so I just kind of want to help it with a purple. If not, I'll just ended up figuring out what I do with that. But here's the brushes I'll be using. I don't think I'll be actually using the big one, maybe just for like backgrounds and just putting like a very basic wash, which I'll be doing. I'll show you guys my process, but Most of the time I just use this this brush and maybe this brush right here. These are my two main ones, I think. I'm not really a big fan of using any, like, how do you say, it's like tip. It's kind of hard getting to like an actual good point because they just kind of do this, but we'll see. Maybe this one will be like a cool. Sometimes it's just like they're just too soft, you know. This one is like, it's a little firmer for some reason, so we'll see. And this one was just like just for big surface area for that one, but I'll be showing you guys my gouache things once I finish my sketch. But for now, let's get started with this. Okay, so I'm starting the process off here with the actual lining of the paper with some tape. And yeah, so I'll be transferring this little thumbnail I showed, I think, at the beginning of the video. And yeah, I'll be sketching it out, and the very light from the window is like scattering on my paper. But yeah, so I'm just starting off the sketch here very lightly with a colored pencil because I do prefer, I think I did mention it, I do prefer starting a painting with a colored pencil. Here I think this is like not sped up as much, just so you guys could see the start of the painting. And I think I had some trouble with like making it proportional, so you could see me struggling a little bit. I mean, I think I only speed it up a little bit. Oh yeah, now you could see that I sped it up like 50 times more. So I'm going super speed. But yeah, I feel like I started off the sketch pretty rough. Like, it looked, I mean, I did have a sketch prepared, but it's not like super super crazy, you know. So yeah, anyways, I ended up like changing a lot. Like, some of the proportions of the face were like way down, and then I just like pushed it up. That's what the sketch is for, right? Because you're not gonna see these lines at the end of the painting because it's gouache. So I can just make any mistakes I want. But I do dislike the graphite. So yeah, here's the Maomao, Maomao, Xiao Miao, drawing so far. And then I had just like a small idea of drawing Maomao here, like, you know, looking at the moon, raising her little, I'm not really sure what that is. I think it's just like a fan, or maybe not. Actually, I have no idea. But it's a really nice, or maybe it's just decoration to hold, you know. But it's really pretty, and I really like that. She's kind of pointing to the moon, so that was kind of nice. But I think I should have played around more with the thumbnails. Like, something our teacher told me once was that even though you have like a set thumbnail in your head, it's better to play around with other thumbnails. But you know, I wasn't like super crazy about doing something else right now, but that's something you should keep in mind in the future. Anyways, I'm here with the gouache. Actually, I have three different brands of gouache, which I thought I only had two, but I think I got gifted one, like three primary colors. I usually only use primary colors for most of my paintings. I like playing around with like mixing my own paints, but I could see how it could be difficult for some people, but that's how you should start. When you first start off, I think you should start off with just primary colors so you know how to mix colors. And I think I just got better at it because over the years, you know, I didn't have that much money to buy all these colors, so I just could afford buying 3 primary colors, which is good at the end of the day because you learn a lot of things just from playing around with 3 different colors. Of course, I also use white, which is the base, the heart of gouache. You know, like the white paint helps you make more different varieties of the color. But I think at the end, at the beginning of my sketch or my painting process is using gouache as a watercolor first. I don't know why I always start my paintings like that. Like, I always like to have like a base color, like in a really light form. Even when I do gouache, watercolor, oils, anything like that, I try to start with a very light base or light in commas, you know. So, and then I just started layering my colors. But I do only add the base colors, so I don't get scared, because there's a lot of artists that have different ways of starting their paintings, and I really love how some artists just go on, like, start with their face and right there it just had like a change. It just went from no colors to full on like just base colors. I didn't want to record everything because it was just going to take forever, but I ended up just recording a little bit of the base colors. And yeah, so I ended up adding that. But yeah, like I was saying, some artists just like start, like maybe when realistic artists like just start painting a face, they just kind of like add value everywhere and like start doing everything at once and not layer by layer, which is so cool. I find it so amazing. It's like so satisfying watching those videos, and I'm like, whoa. But then again, also like everybody has their own process, and I feel like my process is kind of like not unique, but it has their own charm. Or for me, it's easier, and I'm not really super scared to keep drawing or doing it like that. But yeah, so here I'm just trying to work the hair. I feel like in my style, I think I'll put an image. I tend to color the hair very not different, but just for me, I feel like the hair is like a really nice part of the piece, and I tend to put more emphasis on that. But haven't drawn in gouache in forever. Actually, I just picked it up a while ago. No, I used to use gouache like maybe 3-4 years ago, and I used to play a lot with gouache and watercolor and acrylic. Then I jumped to oil painting, and I stayed using oil painting a while. And of course, in that process, I always drew with digital, so digital's like always in my head, But traditional paintings is always like that. And also, I tried inks, but that wasn't really like my cup of tea. But I can try it once. I can try it again one time, or in the future. But right now, I think I'm happy with my gouache, my oils, and my acrylics. Even though I haven't tried acrylics in a like very long time, I think I like gouache better than that. But anyways, I think you could see that I'm trying to make the background darker, so maybe the character could stand up a little more, and some things could like pop up a little more. Because if I left the background a little too light, it would look not like the characters would not stand out, and the moon would not stand out either. So making the background darker was, I think, a good idea. But yeah, but like I was saying, the colors in gouache, I mean, I feel like in the video, they look more duller. I'm not sure if it's because of my camera or the lighting, but in real life, this looks way more bright. But yeah, I think my technique of coloring hair is a little better in digital because you could just actually, play around more. But I don't think my technique of drawing hair is not super bad in traditional, but I could get better at it since I haven't played with it. But I did have like a commission. No, not a commission. That was a oil painting. I gave someone a little, like a full body gouache painting of themselves for their birthday, and that was my my comeback to gouache. So that was kind of fun. But anyways, I mean, I didn't talk about Maomao. I talked about the painting all the time. That's crazy. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen the second season of the Apothecary Diaries, or if you haven't seen this anime, highly recommend it if you like anything to do with mystery. And like, I love detectives. Even though she's not really a detective, she does kind of like detective work, and she's like a really smart protagonist. And she's a girl, so hype my girls up. Also really liked Free Ren, but of course I think a lot of people already saw that anime since it was a little older. But I really appreciate the Maomao fandom right now. So not really fandom, but it's really popular right now, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I sped it up 50 times more, so you guys only saw like, what's it called? Like 13 seconds. no, 15 minutes. But yeah, this was actually like 375 minutes of audio. So that was crazy. But here I'm just taking off the tape. It's a little satisfying. This is real time, by the way. But yeah, all the clips were like sped up 50 times more. So that was crazy. And I'm not really sure. I thought I was gonna run out of memory on my phone. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, let me know what other type of characters you guys would like to see. Of course, there were some comments saying that they wanted to see some OC characters of mine. I do have some, and I've made some art, but every time I post about my OCs on my Twitter, no, like people don't really bat an eye. They're not really super interesting. I mean, I made some interesting OCs, but if somebody wants to see like some OC type of work, I could make a video about that. I am a little interested in making a video like that, but who knows? That sounds a little interesting to make some work of my OCs. But I mean, I used to draw one of my few OCs like a lot. I think everybody's been through that when they just draw their OCs. I have like 3 main OCs I like, but yeah, I haven't drawn them in a while. I think last time I drew them was like a month ago. Not that long ago. But I just feel like something was itching in my head. I was like, you know what? Let's draw my boys. Haven't drawn my other girl I see that I like a lot. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. But if not, I still have a pending drawing I want to do in this channel, which was like my free run failure, trying to revive it, make it better. And after trying here with my gouache, my Maomao drawing, I kind of feel like I could do it, like a little push. But yeah, here is the finished product. Actually, it hasn't dried well in the clip, but in person it's already dry and everything. I put some books on top, so it does not rise up anymore. And yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. I'm probably just gonna keep it on the desk and let it get dusty or something. I don't really like hanging up my own drawings, but if anybody's interested in purchasing this, you can contact me on my Twitter. Even though I get like 10 million DMs of Japanese bots adding me into weird group chats. So I hope I don't delete any customers. Oh my god. Don't even get me started. And yeah, also my Instagram. I have my Instagram and the links below. But yeah, I hope you guys like this because it took me forever. And I couldn't upload this video when I said I was gonna do it because I went to the doctors. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Here's Mika's being meanie like always. Hope you guys like her. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in the future, or any animes, or just any. I do want to do some more sketches, like simple sketches, but I need to get my ideas rolling in my head because yeah. Anyways, thanks.